What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Wednesday, May 25th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comment section who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using the promo code Awesemo so that you can get yourself $25 on your first deposit. Now we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with Kyle Lowry, Marcus Smart, Grant Williams, PJ Tucker, and Tyler Hero on the outside looking in. Right now, I'm assuming everybody plays today. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? Time to find out. In first at number 5, we're going to Jimmy Butler. He's 11,200, projected for 44.4. He's in the optimal lineup 51% of the time, so we've got our first coin flip guy. 38 minutes for Butler, 28% usage. 23 points, 7.5 boards, 4.5 assists, and just over 2 stocks. He's optimal in the captain spot 15% of the time. He's optimal at utility 35% of the time. I don't really need to talk too much about Jimmy Butler. I don't think anybody's confused about how to roster him. At number 4, we go to Jaylen Brown. He's just 10K, projected for 40, and he's in the optimal lineup 53% of the time. 39 minutes for Jaylen Brown, 28% usage. A lot of scoring and boards, 23 points, 7.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists. He's not exactly a facilitator. 1.5 stocks, 11% likelihood at captain, but 42% at utility. That's the spot that you're likely going to Jaylen Brown most, at the utility. Is there value in him at the captain spot? Yeah, 1 out of every 10 times you play this slate, that's probably where he's going to be. But more often than not, you're going to get there with Jaylen Brown in the utility. Speaking of guys that you're probably playing at utility, that would be Al Horford, 7,800, projected for 33.5, and he's in the optimal lineup 57% of the time. 37 minutes here for Horford, 14% usage, 10.5 points, 10.5 boards, 3.5 assists, 2.5 stocks. Look, Horford does a little bit of everything out there, but a double-double is quite likely. In fact, I think it's more than 50% likely. 11% likelihood at the captain, so very similar to Jaylen Brown. Similar story at utility, 46%. Not much separating Horford and Brown here. You kind of want to do the same thing for them, and the chances of them both being in the utility, pretty high. 20, 25%, something in that neighborhood. In at number 2, we go to Jason Tatum, obviously the preferred full-on pay-up option, 10,800, projected for 45.5. He's in the optimal lineup 61% of the time. We'll go 40 minutes for Tatum, 31% usage, 26 points, almost 7 boards, 5 assists, and 2 stocks. 18% frequency of being in the captain spot. That is the spot you're going to be looking for him most. He is the most likely captain, although 82% of the time, it's not him, so be aware. This series is just really hard. You can make a case for like 7 or 8 different captains. They'll make up the bulk of the captain exposure. You can make a case for any of them. They're all pretty similar. 43% at utility as well for Tatum. This is one of the harder slates that you'll just find for a showdown, particularly if everybody ends up in. As we start losing guys, it gets a little bit easier, but right now, assuming every single questionable guy can play, this will be one of the more difficult showdown slates you'll see. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at No House Advantage using the promo code Awesemo so that you can get $25 on your first deposit. We're back to Bam at number 1. He's 8,800, projected for 39.5, and he's in the optimal lineup 69% of the time. Look, he was bad in 1, he was bad in 2, and he was bad in 4, but he was the man in game number 3, and I still think that that's in there. And I think it kind of makes some sense. We've seen 4 games. He's a legitimate captain option in one of those 4. That's 25%. Now, it's not a big sample, but I've got him in the optimal lineup at captain 20% of the time. 49% at utility. All looks good. 36 minutes for Bam. 22% usage. 17, 10, 4 assists. Almost 2.5 stocks. They don't have much more time for Bam to not go out there and participate like you want him to. This is game 5. If they don't win here, it's a real problem. They're going back to Boston down a game. So you expect as much as you could possibly get out of Bam today. And I'm comfortable with that. And that is why he's my number 1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Wednesday, May 25th. FanDuel version is around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight. Everybody win that money. We're back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.